Welcome to Global Tax Talks Tax in 60 Seconds. I'm Will Morris, and here are some tax policy issues to look out for in the coming week. First, on October 12, the EU foreign subsidies regulation really starts to bite. This is the date from which EU mergers and acquisitions and procurement bids trigger reporting if the business involved in either of those have received tax incentives, as well as grants and subsidies from non-EU governments. The tax incentives include green tax incentives, as well as those which would otherwise be okay under Pillar 2, such as refundable credits. Reporting is required for the past 3 years of incentives, so the time to identify that data is right now. And by the way, if the incentives are distorted, then the M&A can actually be stopped from going ahead. Back on our favorite subject of the UN, after days of debate, a split has emerged in the ongoing debate between developing countries led by Africa, who want option 2, a legal framework, and the EU and others who want option 3, a much looser and of course non-binding framework. We'll undoubtedly hear more about this in relation to the meetings of the UN Committee of Tax Experts that come in the following week. And finally, the OECD Heads of Tax Agencies, the Forum on Tax Administration, meets next week in Singapore. And I think we can expect to see more details on how implementation of Pillar 2 may be moving forward. So thanks for tuning in, and join us again next week to stay global tax ready.